This story is about a woman named Yi. After a divorce, she gained custody of her daughter, whose name was Nana. To start a new life, Yi moved into an old apartment building. For them, this was a new beginning, a new turning point in life. The new house was very warm inside, but still good enough. Nana seemed to be quite interested in this place as well. Yi thought that Nana would gradually get used to a new life here. While Yi was rearranging the furniture in the room, Nana surprisingly bought a doll for Yi to see. Nana found the doll under the bed in the bedroom. Yi thought that the previous owner had intentionally left the doll there, so she did not object to her daughter wanting to keep it. Nana was overjoyed because now she had a friend to play with. Because on Mondays Nana had to go to school, Yi had to coax her to go to bed early. Yi waited for her daughter to fall asleep before returning to her room and continuing to tidy up. Because Yi was afraid that her daughter would have trouble sleeping in a strange place, sometimes she silently went to her daughter's room to see if she was okay. Yi looked at her young daughter lovingly and then covered her daughter with a blanket. While covering her with the blanket, Yi coincidentally glanced at the doll beside Nana. When Yi looked down again, she saw the doll with wide eyes and a wide mouth staring at her, looking downright scary. Yi immediately picked up the doll to check it out and placed it in a corner. Now, she discovered the doll would close its eyes when it was sitting up and open its eyes when it was lying down. The following day, when breakfast was ready, Yi called her daughter to the table. As soon as she walked to the door of Nana's room, Yi overheard two people talking to each other. Listening for a while, Yi clearly knew that one was her child Nana, but she didn't know who the other one was. There were only two of them in the house, which made Yi feel nervous. Yi quickly opened the door to the room but only saw her daughter talking to the doll. Seeing Yi, Nana eagerly introduced her new friend and told Yi that the doll could talk to anyone. Yi didn't know why her daughter said that. She didn't believe the doll could speak, so she assumed her daughter had misheard or imagined this. When Yi thought about it, she suddenly saw the doll staring at her. Yi thought that she might have been under a lot of stress lately, so she quickly left the room to avoid affecting her daughter negatively. When it came to meals, her daughter even brought the doll with her and fed the doll as if taking care of a baby. After breakfast, Yi drove Nana to school and then returned back home. While busy arranging things, Yi suddenly heard the call, "Mom?" coming from Nana's bedroom. Yi was very confused when she heard someone call her because her daughter went to school and she was alone at home. Yi immediately opened the door to her daughter's room to see what was going on. When she looked into the room, Yi didn't see anyone else aside from the doll sitting on her daughter's bed. At this point, she still didn't believe the doll could talk. However, no matter how she looked at it, she still found this doll to be very out of the ordinary. Yi looked at the doll for a moment. The more she looked at the doll, the more strange and fearful she felt. It was a mother's premonition that made her feel insecure about the doll. When Yi went downstairs to buy some things, she conveniently threw the doll in a nearby trash can. Later, with Nana home, when she was calling her daughter out to eat dinner, Yi suddenly saw Nana sitting on the bed crying. Her daughter constantly and repeatedly were asking why Yi had abandoned her. Yi thought that maybe the daughter was missing her father, so she decided to approach and comfort Nana. At this moment, the little girl suddenly turned her head while shouting and blaming Yi for abandoning her. Nana's strange and angry expression made Yi feel terrified. Then, when Yi was about to comfort her daughter, Nana stood up from the bed and repeated her words. At this time, a scary thing happened. Yi suddenly discovered that Nana was almost floating above the bed, her feet not touching the bed. Although her daughter's expression scared Yi, she still managed to ask what had happened. Before she could get close to Nana, her daughter once again screamed loudly. Her appearance this time was very frightening. Her eyes were big, her face full of indignation. Nana's screams were so loud that Yi couldn't bear it without covering her ears. It was even more terrifying to witness a photo of them in a glass frame shatter from the sound. After Nana's screaming stopped, she collapsed on the bed before fainting. Yi appeared bewildered, immediately picking up her daughter while trying to wake her up. After a while, seeing that her daughter was awake, Yi did not dare to stay at home anymore and immediately took Nana to her parents' house. After listening to the strange things that had happened, Yi's parents immediately advised her to find an exorcist to solve it because they thought that the house might have been a haunted case. After all the strange things, Yi also felt the apartment was the problem. In order not to be disturbed by demons, Yi immediately followed her parents' advice and found an exorcist named Chu to help. Looking through the house, the exorcist could see that it had been vacant for a long time. As Yi heard this news from him, she immediately believed the cause because she was renting this house for a low price. If it weren't for it being close to her daughter's school, she wouldn't have rented it anyway. Mr. Chu said, "This house is haunted. I can help you to solve this problem." Yi suddenly remembered the details of the doll and told the exorcist about it. However, he explained that the doll was just a vessel for the spirit or demon to live in. It was okay to throw it away, but the entity was still remaining within the house. Mr. Chu immediately showed Yi a solution about how to use firecrackers in every corner of the house. The loud explosion of firecrackers would alarm the children's soul and would drive the ghosts out of their house. Then, she should hang an extra Beigu mirror on the doorframe to prevent ghosts and demons from entering. With no other choice, Yi immediately did everything that Mr. Chu told her to do. All of the mentioned methods worked surprisingly well. Nana finally returned to normal and stopped behaving strange, without even mentioning the doll anymore. The mother and daughter were able to go back to a normal life as before. Yi clearly felt the change in her daughter. Nana was much happier and even ate more food than before. Her happiest thought was seeing her daughter live safely. However, a scary truth still prevailed. After every meal, Nana would stealthily place food under the table. It seemed that this entity did not disappear. It was able to exist in the house without needing to be in the doll anymore. Nana happily told her mother that she had a new friend and she was no longer sad. The mother and daughter were not at all aware that for them, the real nightmare had just started.